Hey, today we are going to test Gemini 3.0 and let's see if it lives up to all the hype over there. Specifically, we're going to test the new Nano Pro model and the Google AI Studio Gemini 3.0 Pro build function. First, let's go to gemini.google.com. And here, click on Create Image. Now, I'm giving Nano Pro a interesting task today. So I have this photo here, and I want to turn this into a PowerPoint cover, and it needs to look very professional. Let's see if Nano Pro can actually deliver. Okay, I have uploaded this photo in, and I'm gonna use the microphone function here. Hey, I have this photo. I want you to turn this one into a highly professional, polished PowerPoint cover. And let's submit. Okay, great. So this is what I got. This is not bad at all. If you compare this cover photo with my original photo, you will see that, okay, if you compare, okay, this is my original photo. You see that the model knows to cut out these commercial screens here, and then it created a nice reflection as if it were a lake in front of the building. It also correctly recognized the building, which is the Chongqing Raffles City. And I was lucky enough to have recently visited this city. Well, it made up some kind of logo here, but the composition looks professional. I do think it did a pretty good job. And later on, I also asked it to create a template for the entire PowerPoint deck. And this is what it generated. And note that in this version, it did not cut out these commercial screens, but still, I only used a one-sentence prompt. It has great potential with maybe of 3 or 4 times back and forth. Okay, the second example I want to demo today, we're going to use Google AI Studio's build function, because in the Gemini 3.0 official release, you see in the official release, except for that Gemini 3.0 Pro is topping almost every single benchmark here. It really emphasized how it can help you build and plan anything. It says, building on the success of 2.5 Pro, Gemini 3 delivers on the promise of bringing any idea to life for developers. It's exceptional at zero-shot generation and handles complex prompts and instructions to render richer, more interactive web UI. This is the homepage of Google AI Studio. If you don't use it very often, you'll notice that the design of its homepage has changed dramatically. What we want to do today is look at the left side menu bar and select build here. And here we want to test the model to actually make us something interactive like a web app. And especially if it can help us make decisions. So for example, the Chase Sapphire Reserve credit card is pretty popular with a seemingly very nice sign-up bonus, and on its homepage, it's like you're gonna just snatch the $5,000 right away. But as a consumer, we always want to read all the fine prints, but we may not always have the time to do so. And so I want Gemini 3.0 Pro to help me build a decision maker based on credit card info. So what I did is I simply asked Gemini to make a decision maker app to help users decide if they should open this credit card. And after that prompt, I just give the link of this credit card page. Plus, here's the trick. You notice here's the offer details, and just copy and paste everything here back to the AI Studio. And it took about 2 minutes, and this is what it generated. And let's test it together. I think the design is pretty nice. It even highlighted the $795 annual fee here. Okay, let's click on New Applicant. Do you currently have this card open? No. Have you opened 5 or more credit cards in the last 24 months? No. Can you recently spend $6,000 on purchases in the first 3 months? Okay, so this is the requirement for you to get the sign-up bonus points. Let's say yes. And how much you spend on flights and hotels per month? And this is a nice question to ask. Well, let's say $100. How much do you spend on dining? 100. I'm just making things up here. Do you use DoorDash or Caviar? No. Lyft? Yes. Do you have a Peloton? Do you buy tickets? Not really. Do you stay at luxury hotels? Let's say no. Let's do no. So even if I select a lot of no's, it looks like it's still worth it because the sign-up bonus is pretty generous. Let me try again. What if... Now this time, what if I select no? So if I don't have the capability of earning a sign-up bonus, what's going to happen? And let's keep everything the same, roughly. Okay, then result is negative. Okay, I think you get the idea that when you are faced with complex decision making, you have an extra tool that you can use to help you digest all these different information. And you can easily swap this credit card with a different card type. And also, if you want, you can tell the model what are your specific requirements and top priorities. I think the model generally can do a pretty good job now at helping us make decisions. Now, the third example here I want to test was Gemini 3 Pro today. So I'm still using Google AI Studio. Note that I'm still in the build panel. Okay, so what about data visualization, right? I have this cost of living by different states in the US data. What I want is, please help me build an interactive data visualization tool so that I can easily understand the differences among states. Okay, this is such a generic prompt. Let's test it out. Build. You see here, while the model is building the app, in this panel, it's giving you some suggested edit prompts. So here, allow users to select multiple states and compare them side by side. This will make understanding nuance difference more intuitive. I think this is great. So add to chat. And what's going to happen here is I was about to hit the send button, but it's already kind of working on it. When I hover over it, it says cancel generation. If you add suggestions here right away, it looks like it will not add this prompt in the current production cycle. Okay, but yeah, let's see what this one-shot approach can get us. Okay, it's giving me this bar chart sorted high to low, and there's an overall index. Looks like the highest overall is HI Hawaii, and then DC, Massachusetts, California. Seems intuitive, and then it has different categories. For example, there is grocery. Interesting, see groceries, Arkansas ranked number 1. Let's see, housing, still Hawaii, followed by DC and Massachusetts. And utilities, okay, and then transportation, similar, healthcare. Oh, I wonder why Arkansas is ranked so high. Miscellaneous. Okay, so this is really interactive. Category correlation. Now, note that I haven't thoroughly studied the data. There might be a chance for mistakes here. If you're an expert on this, please leave a comment down below if you caught any error. Remember, during the production cycle, I click on this add suggestion button, and then here, this is the AI generated suggestion. And let's add this comparison. While it's working, I noticed that in the State Cost Explorer, we were looking at the dashboard, but it actually has the data grid, which is pretty convenient. All right, it's done its job at adding a comparator mode. So what if, let's say, I wanted to remove this section in this app? So if I click on this Annotate app button, it says add annotations to visually iterate on your app. Okay, continue, start sketching, add rectangle. Let's see, add rectangle. Let's say I want to select this search bar here, and I'm gonna add some text, add a comment, and I'll say, please remove this search bar. Okay, check mark. And after that, let's click on add to chat. Okay, cool. It will have a screenshot of the image plus or no here. And let's add this in. While we're waiting, let's try this comparative mode. Let's see. So for example, I want to compare California and New York. Okay, cool. Then I got this visualization. So red is California and New York is blue. And then looks like California is more expensive and housing, utilities, transportation, and groceries, and roughly similar on miscellaneous and healthcare. Okay, pretty cool. All right, now it has removed the search bar exactly. So this annotate function is pretty. And let's also look at the data grid. This is even more straightforward for us to quickly understand which state has the highest cost in different categories. So great, these are the 3 different examples we tested using Gemini 3.0, including the Nano Banana Pro model, where we used a very generic photo and asked it to make a professional looking PowerPoint deck template. I think it's going to be very helpful for our work. And then we needed some credit card decision-making help. So we asked Gemini 3.0 Pro to make us an interactive app. And last but not least, we got a pretty nice interactive dashboard to understand cost of living across different states in the US. So overall, I think it's pretty amazing, although I do think the zero-shot approach is not highly recommended. It's always better to know what we want in details and at least develop a certain level of understanding on the topic so we can confidently judge whether the output is credible or not. So I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial, and please try Gemini 3.0 Pro yourself and let me know how it goes. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video. Leave your feedback down in the comment section below. See you next time.